Okay, this is going to be a quick walkthrough of the Design Studio HQ version 2. On your homepage, this is what it's going to look like when you first get it. So up here you'll have your projects. In here you will see a demo project, so you can go in here, have a look around, have a play around with whatever you want. Up here, so the projects up here, this is going to give you a full overview, quick view of all your projects, all your active projects. It's going to show you how much task completion percentage you've got, your phase progress through the entire project, and the duration of your project over here, and the existing current phase. Next part is studio leads. So these will convert into clients when they're ready. So here you can put your lead in, any inquiries you have. Notion also has the ability to attach forms to your website, so you can set that up if you wish. And then all those form inquiries will automatically populate in this database here. Once you've got your lead in, they will move to active clients, and your full pipeline over here, so you can drag them between each board. Down here is your project proposal. So as your inquiries come in, you can create proposals here, link them to that client or lead, and when you do a proposal, it's already built out for you. You just fill in all the information. There's also a box here for using the Notion AI tool to write the professional brief for you. So you just fill in the red blanks and it will write it for you. Then you can edit it to suit your style. Down here, you've got all the deliverables, pricing. So you set all this up in your template, so it's ready to go each time you do a proposal. And then down the bottom here, we've got the tasks. So this is going to give all your tasks throughout your entire project. You see that's got the demo project tasks in. So you can see in an overall view, so you've either got a list view, what's due today, or even a calendar view here also to see what's happening when. You can create separate calendar views for each employee, so each employee has their own view of what they need to be doing for the month. The next section is your studio financials. This is where you can track all your invoices, how much has been invoiced, track how many days are left, and whether it's been paid or not. And then down the bottom, you will have a list of all your suppliers down here. You can track contractors, vendors, or just general suppliers, and track all their percentage discounts, trade discounts, login credentials for any online portals, and also tag them with quality and add any notes that you need to against each one. This is much simpler than using a Google Sheets that is not searchable and not filter, and you cannot create filters, things like that. It's so much easier than using Google Sheets with this. So, and then on the right-hand side here is all your kind of extra information. So this is the information that you'd want to look at every day. And then this is the information that you might want to look at every now and then. So up here you have all the forms, so you can quickly fill in these forms and it will add information to the databases over here. And then over here you have a bit more detail. You've got a leave calendar, you've got your project hour tracker, you can track all your email scripts that you have, the templates, business documents, brand assets, and photography, all in one place. So everything you need for a full Design Studio operation is here. And then jumping into a project quickly, just to show you what's inside. So each project has its own project page. Within each project page is all its project's tasks, all the documents associated with that specific project, and your phase tracker. So this is a big one. At the beginning of the project, you will import all your phases that you envisage this project going through. You put a duration for each phase. You roughly know when these phases are going to happen. You can put an allowance for hours allowed for in your quote in this column, and then this column here is going to essentially eat away at that allowance as and when you log time against each phase. So down here in the demo file, I have logged some demo tasks that I've completed against both the onboarding phase and the design phase. So you will see here that I've logged 1 hour against the onboarding phase, which is this one. So we've got 4 hours left in the allowance. And then I've added 2 hours against the design phase down here. So we've got 28 hours left on there. So that will keep you tracking on how many hours you've spent on the project in total, how many hours you have allowed for, and the difference between that. This will help you firstly inside the project itself to determine whether to reduce your hours spent. You need to be more efficient with your time in this particular project, but it also helps with future proposals and quotes that you do, because it will tell you that you do need more time in the design phase to do the quality of work that you do. So this will help through the learnings of how many hours are in each phase. Down here you've got your project invoices. This is going to show just this project invoices, your mood board that you can drag and drop images into. You can also tick any that the client is loving down here. And then down here is a summary of all the client tasks and any feedback that they've given for those tasks as well. So all those client tasks are linked on the client homepage up here. This is a page that you can share the URL with the client at the beginning of the project. They have access to this throughout, so they can see all the documents associated with their project if they have been marked as client facing. So if you've got draft documents, you can still host them on your project page, but the client won't see them. You've got your client tasks here, and then each task that the client has, they can provide feedback through this feedback form that is on their homepage. They can see all of their feedback that they've given. This is good for tracking their feedback and making sure that it's implemented, making sure the client is also held accountable for whatever they chose or whatever they changed their mind on. You've got your project mood board. The client can see the general vision here. And the client's events calendar. So on here you can add items such as that there's going to be a site measure. You've got your design presentation meeting at this time on that day. You've got installation starting on that day, and it goes for this duration. So they can see everything here all in one place. You've got your welcome letter and also some contact information over here for them to see whenever they need. You've also got a general contractor homepage. So this is similar to the client page. You'd give them a URL once the contractor is signed up. They have direct details for the client. They have any events that are specific to the contractor, such as a site visit or anything like that, or a delivery. You've got documents that you can tag for GC viewing over here, and they also have a potential for doing RFI requests, a request for information form over here, and that will populate over here on their RFI tracker. And then down here, over here, you will see all of the RFI items here. Now you can set up automations in Notion. However, it does require a upgraded paid version to be able to, for example, send an email or send them a notification to a particular person. But it can do Slack notifications in the free version. So as a contractor adds an RFI, or as a client puts some feedback for their task or a document, then you can set up those notifications for even more efficiency. You've got all your quick submissions over here. So you've got forms. So we'll just go in here, we'll just add new project task. You can fill out all of this information much easier than going into the database, filling out all the different columns. Same with logging project hours, adding events, etc. Creating project phases, they're already all built in for you. You can change them in your standard template so that you only have to do it once. If you've got some standard phases for every project, you can do that there. This is the video tutorial page. With every purchase, everyone gets the tutorial page link. This has a multitude of videos in there to go through every little part of the template. It will show you how to use each of the databases, each of the pages, how to share, how to add, etc. And if you do choose to go for the FF&E add-on, the product specification schedule, there are all the videos associated with that also. You can decide to use those videos and make your way through them, but if you want to fast track implementation of this, you can set up a video call with me on a technical onboarding call. So just search on the website insightdesign.shop, just search onboarding call, and you can get a 45-minute onboarding call where we will go through every part of the template on a one-on-one. I can answer all your questions all in one go. And if you want, you can get this recorded and sent to you for future reference. So that is an overall summary of the Design Studio HQ version 2. If you've got any questions, reach out to me prior to purchase, and I will do my best to answer them.